مرحبا يا شباب، أهلا وسهلا. السلام عليكم. أهلا وسهلا في واجب 15. Welcome to homework 15. This video will walk you through homework 15, which will be the first 7 activities in part 5 of the Jusur alphabet workbook. In part 5, we will be working on the te marbuta, and we will be working on the hamza kasra and the hamza dhamma and dal and shadda. This little haraka, it's like a diacritic marker, a marker which indicates that you double a consonant. So we will cover all of that in part 5. But first, we will do just the first 7 activities in part 5, and this will be your homework for Tuesday. This will be due on Tuesday. So please, first of all, take out a sheet of paper and write on your sheet of paper with a pencil, homework 15. That's the first thing you should do. The next thing you should do is look over these words and look over this information about the letter te marbuta. So the letter ta marbuta is a kind of ta that occurs only at the end of nouns and adjectives. It's a feminine marker. It is not considered a separate letter among the 28 principal letters of the Arabic alphabet, but it plays a very important role in Arabic script and grammar. When it occurs at the end of a word, it usually indicates that the noun or adjective is grammatically feminine. So it's called ta marbuta. It corresponds to the ta tawila, which is the long ta that we worked on actually in our very first homework with ba, ta, and tha. So ta tawila, a long T, and this is ta marbuta, a tied T. Ta marbuta is sometimes pronounced as a ha and sometimes as a ta. It always comes after a fatha sound, so it sounds either like a short a or a short at. So I will read these words, and you will listen to how the ta marbuta sounds in each word. So the first word is sana. The second word is sa'a. The third word is thaniya. And the last word is mumtaza. Now I will read these words, and I would like you to repeat after me. And the point here is that when you have words that are connected to one another or added to one another in what we will learn as the idafa construction, you pronounce the te marbuta as ta. So for example, repeat after me. Madinat Chicago. Wilayat New York. صديقة أمي. So here's the final position te marbuta, and here's the standalone position te marbuta. So your first activity will be to write 10 times the te marbuta, the ta marbuta in final position and in standalone position. You can see that it's also written in handwriting in these ways. So this will be your first activity. So please write activity 1 and write te marbuta 10 times in its final position like this with 2 dots, and in its standalone position like this, 2 dots. If you want, take a moment also to read this and see if you can understand what it's saying. Okay, for activity 2, you're going to scan these lines of poetry, and you're going to count the number of times that the number of occurrences of te marbuta in final position and he. Sorry, just te marbuta in final or in standalone position, and then also the sound ha, the letter ha, which makes the sound ha, as opposed to ha, which is a different letter, which is ha. You can see a ha here, and you can see a ha Here is the final position, ha, right here. Tamam. So go ahead and go through this poetry and see how many times you see ta marbuta and how many times you see ha. All right. So write activity 2, write the number of each one, and then we move on to activity 3. For activity 3, you're going to connect these words. Sin, nun, ta marbuta. Ain, shin, ra, ta marbuta. Ka, tha, ya, ra, ta marbuta. Make sure you're paying attention to the fact that, for example, sin will be in initial position, nun will be in middle position, which means it will just have one tooth and a dot on top, and it connects on both sides. And then te marbuta in final position will look like it does here. It looks like it does here in final position. Okay, so go ahead and write activity 3 and write each of these words in Arabic, connecting the letters. As well as these words, these 3 words. Tha, tha, lam, alif, tha, te marbuta. And then ain, zay, ya, zay, te marbuta. Tha, alif, nun, ya, and te marbuta. Okay. Then move on to activity 4, where we practice reading these words out loud. So I will give you a chance to practice, and then I will repeat after you. So go ahead and try to pronounce the first word. So that word is lazima. Okay, now pronounce the second word. That word is khamsa. The next word, that one is amira. This word here. That one is waraqa. This one. That one is thaqafa. And the last one. So that one is zujaja. Okay. Now, activity 5 is dictation. So I'd like you to write down the word in Arabic letters that you hear. So I will say 9 words, and you will write them on your paper. You will write activity 5, and you will write each of the 9 words. The first word is sharika. Sharika. The second word is nisba. Nisba. The third word is kalima. Kalima. The fourth word is wizara. Wizara. The fifth word is mushkila. Mushkila. The sixth word is alaqa. Alaqa. The seventh word is kabira. Kabira. The eighth word is sabiqa. Sabiqa. And finally, رقم 9 is qalila. Qalila. Okay, that's activity 5. There are 2 more activities. The next one is activity 6. Probably for this one, you don't have to write anything, but we're going to practice reading the sound te marbuta in this tongue twister. Okay, so I'm going to say the tongue twister, and you are going to try to say it as well after me. And you'll notice that all the te marbutas in these words are pronounced as ta. Okay, so this one is maraqat raqabat baqaratina أطيب من مرقة رقبة بقرة عمتنا. مرقة رقبة بقرتنا أطيب من مرقة رقبة بقرة عمتنا. And it means the broth made from our cow's neck is tastier than the broth made from our uncle's cow's neck. So you see how the te marbuta is here functioning as a connector in idafa phrases. So the broth of the cow, of the broth of the neck of the cow of our uncle. Okay, and finally, the last activity is activity 7. So I would like you to try to write out in Arabic. So you're writing all of the letters of the word you're about to hear. So I'm going to say the number and you write the word in Arabic. So the first word is ثلاثة. So you're going to write th, la, alif, th, te marbuta. They're doing this, of course, because all of the numbers end in te marbuta, except for واحد, but it can be واحدة if you're talking about a feminine singular thing. Okay, so the first word is ثلاثة. The fourth word is أربعة. So that will be ألف, را, ب, عين, te marbuta. أربعة. The next one is ستة. ستة. س, ت, te marbuta with a little shadda, that little tiny W on top of the te means because we're saying te twice. We're emphasizing te. ستة. The next one is ثمانية. ثمانية. th, m, a, long vowel a, n, y, te marbuta. ثمانية. The last one is, or the next to last one is تسعة. تسعة. And the last one is عشرة. 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 عين شين را te marbuta. تمام. شكرا شباب. برافو. ممتاز. شكرا كتير. Thank you for doing your واجب. مع السلامة.